Every enemy, every boss, and every item is random, and the goal is to ring at least one Bell of Awakening before the 60-minute timer is up. At 10 minutes remaining, we get Stray Demon as a backup win condition if both bells are a bust. Now that we're up to speed on the rules, let's jump into the run.
I'm kind of hesitant to do a slow weapon like that. You know what, let's do it. And then maybe we can find a quicker weapon along the way. Alright, let's go in and see how this goes. Okay, what boss is here? Oh, Nito, okay. Not terrible. He has a lot of health, so it'll be a long fight if we have to come fight him, but thankfully in the base game, the worst parts about his fight are all of the extra enemies and the attack where he like stabs down into the ground, and none of those are a factor in randomizers. Okay, so we got Taurus Demon. Nito's explosion isn't great either, but at least it's pretty avoidable as long as like I don't tunnel vision and notice when the animation's happening. The damage on this isn't great, but hopefully early on, well, I guess compared to a lot of the other weapons we can get, so hopefully the poise is worth it, or like the poise damage it does. Okay, doesn't seem to. So I'm gonna have to be extra patient during this Taurus Demon fight because it's going to take quite a bit longer than it normally does. I shouldn't have taken that second swing. That was so dumb. Okay, just a couple more hits. Okay, one more. Ooh, okay. So we got out of the asylum at least. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for quite a bit here because we need souls, humanity, and either a better weapon or a bunch of Titanite to upgrade this. So, okay. So we've already got a couple humanity. Okay, so I have one more item, and just because of how the starting roll is, I'm going to head straight to Andre. I'm not even going to entertain the idea of Blighttown. Okay, Super Ornstein, I think. That's who I think we got here. Yep, okay. Okay, he's broken. So we got a soul, divine blessing, and a great sword. Okay, you're broken too. Good. Ooh, another soul. So we're doing great in that aspect at least. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing pretty solid with souls and have 4 humanity. Okay, so we have an item up here where Grass Crest normally is. Another big soul. Ooh, Firekeeper soul, that's huge. So nice, we'll definitely be able to do that when we circle back to Firelink. We have one of my least favorite enemies. Okay, thankfully it can't make it up. So a soul, another soul, or a couple souls. Twinkling Titanite. I don't know if I can use that. Well, like if I can get the stats to use that. Crystal Halberd, that I think we can, like, or at least we can definitely get the stats to use that. How much durability does this have? I know it's not, oh, only 20. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna change back to the Bastard Sword just for now, and we're gonna go back to Firelink. Oh no. Lots of boars, not stoked on that. Okay, let's go check the items over by the bridge, because we'll get some souls from the enemies just throwing themselves off, but also there's, I think, a total of 3 items up there that all have the chance to be something pretty useful. Okay, so that's not useful. Is the Vigor gonna fall off? Yes, it is. Okay, and we got a couple large Titanite. Okay, nope. Not going to check what that last item is, I guess. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so I'm going to boost my flask, and then I guess I'm going to check Blighttown. I'm not stoked about it, but I do have a couple humanity to where we can at least get an attempt in with Mildred. There are a handful of bosses we can get that are doable, especially if we can get a good attempt in with the Crystal Halberd. But unfortunately, because that thing only has 20 durability, it won't last very long at all. So actually, it might not be bad. I was looking for comparison. So the sword that we've gotten at the beginning of the game, we've only used 2 durability since we've gotten it. Okay, so thankfully the enemies here in the tunnel are not bad at all. So the only potentials we'll have if we need to bail on Blighttown, or just whenever we need to come back from Blighttown in general, will be the enemies on the climb up. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so we have a toxic rat. I think this is one of the depths ones, or they're slightly bigger. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So enemies around the bonfire, especially the one that is probably going to join the Mildred fight, is not bad at all. Like the one's just a normal hollow. Gonna have to be careful with the Mildred fight because she does hit pretty hard, and we don't. Oh, that's a DLC dog. I think I need to back up to de-aggro that. Okay, I think I can see it backing up. Yep, okay, we're good. All right, I'm just gonna take this slow. Yep, let's go ahead and just jump down. I thought she was gonna jump down, but I guess not. And we got her. Okay, cool. So that part is taken care of at least. So let's go down, level, kindle the bonfire, put a couple more points in intelligence. Okay, and I have a divine blessing, right? I do. Cool. Okay, let's pop that so we can heal up, get rid of poison. And I guess it's kind of a good news thing either way. If it's an easy boss, we can just clear it and be done with it. Or if it's a boss that just immediately is impossible, then we can go ahead and write it off and just go to the bell tower. Okay, so who do we have? Artorias? Is it Artorias? It is. So let's see how helpful Mildred's gonna be. Because if she's not gonna be helpful at all, then this is one that we can just immediately write off. Ooh. Okay, that one was just a bad dodge on me. So I think she does not bad damage to him. But the problem is I do really bad damage to him. And she is dead now. So yeah, I do 22 damage a hit. Okay, let's go ahead and just let him kill us, because yeah, there's no shot for this. So bell tower's a bust. Or not bell tower, Blighttown. I'm used to saying bell tower's a bust. So let us get out of Blighttown. Okay, let's get moving, because Nito in the asylum is pretty doable. It'll be slow, but not impossible. So now we need to check on the bell tower. But Artorias with us doing 20 damage a hit, just, there's no way. Okay, cool. Another very slow enemy, so we can just get by you. Okay, thankfully I was preparing to quit out there because that thing, I don't think it can one-shot me with most of its attacks, but it can definitely kill me in 2. And I was kind of concerned it was going to knock me off the ladder as I was climbing. But it's something we don't have to worry about. All right, we got you. Don't even need to worry about quitting out for that thing because I think they can technically move. They're just very slow. And I'm not fully convinced it would be able to cross that bridge. Okay, I think I want to see, do you have multiple Titanite I can buy? No, you just have one. So hey, he did help out in some capacity, which is more than he usually does. So I do have to give him credit for that. Okay, so first, since I'm fairly low on humanity before I waste one, I want to gauge how the run to the fight is going to be. Because I could buy a humanity there, probably just one, but it's also 5,000 souls. So I can get another, I just want to... I don't want to waste one on this run if it's going to be, like, super difficult. Okay, so you're not the worst to fight in a small corridor like this. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to quit out and hopefully be able to make it through the door. Okay, let's quit out close to the door. Okay, quit out, because we're going to have to reset him, and then I'm just going to have to bolt for the ladder. Okay, so not the worst, but also not the greatest. So, okay, let's at least see what bosses we're dealing with here. Sanctuary Guardian. So that's awful. And you're doable, just very slow. So this is one I'm curious, because I know Iron Golem is a boss that can do damage to other bosses. So I'm curious to see how this could go if I just focus on dodging once Sanctuary Guardian activates. Okay, so I think the second gargoyle activates at 60%, and we're almost at 70. Okay, just a couple more hits. Okay, so I'm out of Estus, which isn't great. When are you going to activate? Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we did hurt Sanctuary Guardian some. Okay, and Sanctuary Guardian doesn't hurt Golem at all. Okay, so this is also going to be really hard. Okay, but I do think I'm ready to put in at least an attempt to get there with Solaire. This is a very difficult run, though. Okay, so we're going to have to be really patient on the walk up. And then it's going to be tricky because we're going to have to be quick about the Iron Golem because I want to be able to trigger Sanctuary Guardian while Solaire's still alive. So why are enemies just, like, coming through right now? Okay, I was like, maybe that one thing's broken, but it definitely isn't. Okay, I'm going to need to head back down because I need to get rid of this poison, and I'm already down 2 Estus. I'm going to be down 3 before we even really attempt the run through the room. Okay, let's try this. I guess not. So I think we're just going to spend the next 2 minutes looking for items in the graveyard, and then we're going to head to Nito, because I think Nito is the only realistic chance we have at clearing one of the bosses of this challenge. Because, like, if everything goes right, we could do the Iron Golem Sanctuary Guardian fight, but everything has to go right. Like, we have to get through while reverse hollowed. We have to activate Sanctuary Guardian while Solaire's still alive. And we also have to successfully dodge for several minutes while Iron Golem tries to kill the Sanctuary Guardian. Hammer of Almost, let's go. Do I actually have the stats to use that? I do. Okay. I was like, this is an actual not bad weapon. Okay, so this actually makes me more hopeful for Nito. Okay, the damage is a little lower than I thought, but like still, I've successfully done challenge bosses in this with this weapon. The Bastard Sword, not so much. Although for this run in particular, I feel like the weapon was surprisingly less of a factor of us not being able to get the bells. And for Blighttown, it was just us getting Artorias plus the weapon. And then for Bell Tower, it's just having an obnoxious... Wow, what horrible enemies. What absolutely miserable enemies. Okay, so let's go get the other bonfire. Okay, let's use the Twin Humanity so we can kindle this fire. And then we'll go take out these enemies. And then we can get Nito, just we have to be patient and be a little lucky. Okay, because yeah, thankfully that knight isn't bad to fight. And neither are these little frogs. So this one, it's going to be patience, because we're only doing 50 damage a swing. And he, just like the last time we fought him here, he's a really big fan of doing that explosion attack. And his hitbox behind him is, for some reason, really hard to connect with. I think it's because his cloak. Yeah, I think it's because of his cloak. Okay, cool. I was worried we weren't quite far enough away. Yeah, it would help if I would connect with some of the attacks back here, but I'm probably landing 1 out of every 3. Okay, yeah. Crystal Halberd's the move. I'm doing like 3 times the damage, and it has more range. Well, in the running attack, I do 4 times. So I just need to make sure I do that whenever he does the explosion. So let's keep poking away. Okay, so just a couple more hits and we should be good. Nice, okay. So we got 1 boss down, so it's not... I was really worried that this was going to be the first, like, 0 boss challenge. But thankfully, not the case. So now I want to use these really quick. And let's see if we can make it back for 1 more attempt at the bell bosses. Oh, and with the range of the halberd, I might actually be able to beat the big dude that keeps blocking the door. So I'm not going to, like, we're going to get there or after the timer hits 0. So it's not going to be a valid attempt, but I do want to see how we can do on that fight if we have Solaire and a not terrible weapon. So this will be more of like a science experiment. Okay, I might not even get the chance. And I don't have anything that gets rid of poison. I do not. So I need to quit out. We're already at 0, so definitely not a valid attempt, but we can at least see how it would have gone. Okay, let's go. We have 5 Estus, a Solaire, and immediately 8 an attack to the face. And gonna eat another one. Yup. Come on. So that was, I would consider that a solid attempt. We got Sanctuary Guardian under half. Yeah, I think if we had some better luck with other factors, that one could have been doable. But we still got Nito, so we got one of the 3 bosses, so not a total loss. If you enjoyed that video, feel free to toss it a like and subscribe to the channel because these are going to be coming out weekly. And until then, I will see you in the next one.